Professor Lasker, you had mentioned before, obviously, the Khazars and the king and the nation that converts in the Kuzari to the Jewish religion. What is the historical support? There's been so many novels, so many books on the Khazars and the Khazar and the empire and et cetera, et cetera. What's the historical support for that whole story?
Okay, I'd say the world's knowledge about the Khazars started in the 10th century when Hasdai ibn Shaprut, who was the sort of foreign minister of Abdul Rahman III, the Caliph, the Umayyad Caliph of Andalusia, of Muslim Spain, heard from travelers that there was this nation in Central Asia, this Jewish nation. He wrote a letter and received to the king and asked what's going on. He received a letter back. This is from a king of the time named Yosef, who explained what I said before about the king's search for for the true religion. It is true that many people over the years have doubted the historicity of the letter. There has a question of whether it's just the king and the royalty or the nobility that converted or everyone converted. We don't have any literature as such from the Khazars. However, in the past, I'd say 50 years or so, more and more research has substantiated the letter from Yosef. There's some of the descriptions of the Khazar life and the Khazar history seem to be substantiated from other sources. Coins were found mentioning the name Moses. A letter was found in the Genizah, which might have some Khazar writing or Khazar names in it. And therefore, even though there are still people who doubt to this day that Khazars actually became Jewish, I would say that I follow those experts who say definitely there is a historical basis. Now, according to the Kuzari, the conversion was in the year 740, the Common Era. Most historians date it to the 9th century, the 800s. According to the Kuzari, the Khazars were very successful physically, militarily, financially. I don't know how much we can substantiate that, but the basic idea that the Khazars converted, and there were this Jewish kingdom, I think is pretty well established now, despite the naysayers. I would just add that there are those who have tried to say that Ashkenazi Jewry is descended from the Khazars and therefore have no relationship to the biological people of Israel, no relation to the land of Israel. That theory, I don't think has anything to recommend it. The Ashkenazi Jewry came from the West. They speak a German language, Yiddish. We have no real way of finding descendants of the Khazars today.
Aside from the Kuzari, which brings the Khazars, are there any other Jewish sources that talk about the Khazars and their conversion that are not based on Yehuda HaLevi?
Well, you have the letter, which was the basis of the Kuzari, the letter from Joseph, the king of the Khazars, to Hasdai ibn Shaprut. And you have a number of Karaite sources mentions the Khazars as converts. We have the letters I said from the Genizah. We have the coins. So there seems to be reason to accept it. And as I said, in terms of Joseph's letter, the details in the letter have now been substantiated as being accurate from what we know from other sources. So the doubting, I can understand why people would want to doubt. We have no literature. We don't have other contemporary accounts of it. We do have Muslim sources which mention the Khazars and their Judaism. Some do and some don't, and they mention it. But would it be nice to be able to dig up the areas which now there was once Khazaria, and find Hebrew documents, and that would be wonderful. But we don't have that.
Where is that exactly today?
It's Central Asia, between the Caspian and the Black Sea, areas which are very, still very, I'd say, I won't say warlike, but there's a lot of civil unrest in those areas. The former areas of the former Soviet Union or parts still of Soviet Union. The document from the Geniza, if I'm not mistaken, is from Kiev, or mentions Kiev. So we're talking about that Central Asia part of the world.